All right, so here's the plan. We're gonna become filthy rich. First off, I'm gonna have to get 150,000 GP from Clan Wars. Now, I have some of it stored over there because obviously I'm playing an Ultimate Ironman. So I need to make my run over here to the Ferox Enclave because my minigame teleport is currently on cooldown. Good planning, good start of this. You know the crazy part about Edgeville is that it's been called Edgeville long before the word edging was even remotely funny. Like in hindsight, if I was a teenager right now, I'd be edging in Edgeville all the time. But I think it's called Edgeville because it's at the edge of like the wilderness. I'm pretty sure that's the only reason why it's called Edgeville. How sad is that? I have been to Edgeville many times when I was a kid, and not once did I ever think it was funny. Yeah. Okay, so I already have done a bunch of trips at the wilderness course, but surely this time around it will be different. So I take out 150k, that's good. I will go ahead and drink from the pool of refreshment. I believe, by the way, the only requirement for this is level 52 agility and 150,000 gold. That's the only thing we need. Also, I need a little bit of food and I need a sword so I can actually slash the whip. At this point, I don't have an easy way of doing that. So I'll go back to Lumbridge, is where it all began a little while ago. We can go and talk. Maybe get a little bit of armor over here too, although I don't think it's really gonna matter. But we'll go and get a little bit of armor over here. This means that I can flex that I have ultimate Ironman armor. And then I can also talk to this guy. And he can give me my training sword and shield. Yo! I am so ready. Actually, I think I read about this group chat that I'm in. And the group chat is called Agility FC. Now, it says over here that I should read the Discord. I don't know if I actually need to. But I think I'm going to equip a bow, because I think I saw somebody talk about this on Reddit or whatever, and they require you to wear a bow. Just to, like, pretend that you are part of the gang or something. I'm not even going to have the arrows equipped, though. I don't know if I'm doing this right, man. I might accidentally be wasting my money. Anyway, the idea behind this is... Yeah, I could join the Discord and actually read the rules, but that sounds like a lot of effort. I'm pretty sure what we do is just chill. So the idea behind this is that we run laps in the Agility Wilderness course, which is a place where you can get attacked by other players, right over here. I have done this twice so far on the account, and I have died both times, and now I have no money anymore. I took a bunch of laps around the Agility Pyramid, though, for like an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and I once more have 150,000 GP. So I think now is the day. This is the time. The one change I'm making is that I am joining the Agility FC group chat, and there are a stupid amount of people in world 569. So I'm gonna go ahead. Attacking a player will not increase your PJ timer? What does that even mean? Okay, well, I guess it doesn't really matter because I don't even know what I'm doing anyway. PJ timer? Like bad pajamas? Attacking a player will not increase your pajama timer. Okay, I'll just teleport here. If I die, I die. Yeah, I think they're talking about people that are PKing this section of the world. I just need to get a little bit of food from here. So wait, is this all... Are these people attackable? Because it's... Oh, actually, there's already somebody else stealing stuff. I don't know. It would be so funny if he gets it wrong. Is banking safe or should I wait for a mass bank? Dude, I am just trying to not die. That's all I'm trying to think of. But there's a lot of people in this group chat, it seems. Don't rely on bank mass. Hop, leave FC, hop again to bank. Always, always, always double hop. Dang, these guys are professionals. I'm hoping that this is gonna work better, because doing it by yourself really did kind of suck. So my first run around the agility course, I did about 40 laps, and then I died on lap 40. I had not seen a single other player all that time. A guy logs in and literally just one-taps me. Like right away. He just had like some sort of bow special attack that he used, and I just died immediately, which was terrible. And then earlier today, I went again at like the absolute earliest part of the morning, when basically like the player base is at its lowest. So I looked up like the player, like, I don't know, online statistic thingamajig. There's a website that basically tracks when most players are online and when most people aren't. And I went to like the absolute bottom of the graph, where basically the least amount of players is playing. I go to the wilderness course, pay my 150k, and I just die within like, I think it was like 3 laps. Bit of a meme. No, it wasn't a magic bow special attack. It was like some sort of dragon arrow or something. I don't know what it does, but it was weird. I just basically died immediately. It was terrible. They're completely ignoring whatever I say. I am trying to communicate, man, but they just completely ignore everything I say. You should always come to the course on a different world. Oh, somebody's talking to me. Okay. Loco realizing he's only a big deal in StarCraft? I'm not trying to be a big deal. I was just chatting in the thing like everybody else, and they're communicating with one another. I write something and everybody just completely ignores it. Oh, DD, which is what they keep typing, is called death dotting for the idea, I guess, that they... I see. Yeah, so the idea, I guess, is that, like, they all stack together. And then they... Right. They reduce the amount of chances that you get hit. Okay, so I hop to a random world so you guys can't snipe me. And we will pull the lever and take all my money into the deep wilderness. This is all the money that I have. Oh, God. Oh, God. No, this guy's too high. This guy is probably just doing a quest or something. I don't know. I have a player alarm plugin that I installed this morning, too. Didn't work. I'll turn it off for now, though, because it's not very fun. Yeah, it's gonna be flashing all the time if I'm doing it in a mess world. So they are reporting that there are other PKers there. So I think what we do... So I'm running all the way over there. I think what we do is we enter the wilderness course, and then we hop to the world that these guys in the chat channel are in. Which is, what is it? 569. What are they saying, man? Jerry is stripping for GP? Okay, I guess that's not a way to make money. I'll be hiding the chat, though, because I don't really know if it's a good idea, dude. This kind of feels like being in the general chat on the NA server in StarCraft 2. I don't know if you want to be there. Okay, so this is the wilderness course right over here. Okay, Loco, you do have to make sure you don't fall into the wolves. Oh, jeez, that hurts. Okay. So look, there's other players here right now too, man. There's always people here. But I think these guys are bots, but I don't know for sure. Anyways, I will hop to this world that these guys are in. These guys can kill me, by the way, too. Like, I can basically... Anybody can sneeze on me, and I will die. Okay. I have hopped to the world that apparently this clan is in. Oh, jeez. What is going on here, man? Okay, I do have to make sure that I have my always right-click on. I wouldn't want to accidentally attack one of these guys. That would be bad. So these guys are protecting. Look at this stuff. There's freaking bodyguards over here. There are some people fighting, though. I don't know. I will pay the agility dispenser, which is where my 150,000 gold is going. And we can just, like, run circles here? Oh my god, this place is chaos. What is happening here, dude? These are gamers working together, yeah. So this is a problem that people run into, and I love this about RuneScape, by the way. Like, there's a lot of things in the game that kind of get, like, solved by players working together and creating groups like this. So this is like a few hundred nerds all working randomly together in this place. I don't know what the bodyguards get out of it. Oh, yeah, I have to actually hit the dispenser. There we go, so we get a ticket. I don't know what the bodyguards get out of this. So that was one lap. That was one lap. Hey, Wankleton, thank you very much for this world suggestion or this group chat suggestion. So for those of you that want to do the same thing, the group chat is called Agility FC. Now, one thing I can go ahead and do is hide other players. Does that work? I think I can hide... I can hide everybody if I want to. I can hide party members, friends. Ah, there we go. I can keep their names? I don't know how useful that is. Nah, we'll just keep them open. I kind of like it. We don't really need the other players to be hidden. It's just a little bit of chaos. Oh, my looting bag is closed. Did that not work? Yeah, so look, all of them are wearing some sort of ranged weapon. So I think it's supposed for me... There we go. Yeah, so this is... Okay, these are the things that go into the thingy. Okay, I see. I think you're supposed to have, like, a ranged weapon or something equipped. But I have a ranged weapon equipped and no arrows. I don't know if that's me breaking the rules. I don't think so. I highly doubt it. I'm not going to be able to help out in any PvP scenario anyway. Like, I literally die when you sneeze on my character. Okay. So the way this works... And I read up about this agility course. The way that this works, so obviously I can die here, right? Just to clarify, all of these people here, below level 3 and 70, 3 and 69 right now, they can attack me in this spot. And if they attack me in this spot, I die right away. Like, I can't defend myself at all. But I think this is basically everybody knowing that if you attack anybody else, you will get ganked on immediately. So the way that this works, you get more... So this is actually kind of good design by Jagex. It's kind of nutty. But you get more money per lap that you do. So right now, I'm in the first 15 laps, and the average loot that I get in my looting bag is 7,000 GP per lap. However, they kind of try to get you to stretch it. So if you do lap 16 to 30, the average loot you get is 14k per lap. Then 31 to 60, it is 21k. 61 plus 29k a trip. That's really good. 29k a trip is insane. I can do a lap in like a minute here. And I mean, earlier, how long does it take for me to make one little lap to the top of the agility pyramid? It takes forever. The rules say bring stuff to fight back, as in rag gear, like a rune crossbow with shitty bolts. Okay, so I am technically griefing then. I am technically griefing a little bit. I didn't quite, like, I want to keep my level low though. I have level 1 ranged. Like, what am I gonna do? I think at the agility pyramid... No, I don't think they will care. I don't think they will care. At the agility pyramid, I think I can make about 100 and... Like, maybe 120 to 160k an hour, depending on luck. I think over here, we can do that in, like, 10 minutes. And really, all I need is, like, enough GP to afford, like, maybe 3 runs or so. So the reason, by the way, why we don't see the loot showing up is because it's in a looting bag. So the looting bag over here has the items. So currently the looting bag is worth 24k. But the problem is, obviously, you spend money to go over here, and then you want to get greedy, so you get more and more rewards. But if you have more and more rewards, then obviously you also are a bigger target. Like, the more time you spend out here, the worse it's gonna be. So I don't know. This could be really good for me. It could also work out pretty terribly, but I think what we'll do is I'll just kind of run around here for about an hour, and I'll try to see if I die. No, the game keeps track of how many laps you take. So it's not the people, it's the game that rewards you stuff. But I think we'll just run around here for like an hour and see how much I get. My friend said the same about some crypto scheme and you lost to it. No, don't do that, Weebuck. Bad idea. Don't, no. Oh, somebody just died here. Did you see that? Somebody just... I don't know how safe this is, man, but it looks like safety in numbers is better than me doing this randomly in the middle of nowhere on a random world by myself. This is kind of sick. So I have been thinking that the only way I can reliably do the wilderness course is by being as low a level as possible, so I can have as few people attacking me as possible, because most PKers are going to be above level 70. But with a world like this, you could come here at any level and be totally fine, I think. I mean, assuming you can bank your stuff. Like on an Ultimate Ironman, once I start collecting items that I don't want to lose, this would be an exceptionally risky place to come. But I could run this for a while. Like, basically, the more money I collect at this point in the run, on the account, I mean, in general, the better it would be. I should definitely get, like, level 70 agility regardless. But if you want to be a really sweaty, hardcore Ironman, or, sorry, Ultimate Ironman, I think the best way is probably to do this, like, straight to, like, 99. If you want to be giga sweaty. But I don't know if I'm that sweaty. That's too sweat. What clan chat is this? It is called Agility FC. There's a little space in between. You can barely get 50 agility, let alone 99. Well, let's see how this goes. At least in theory, this place looks insane. Like, this entire concept seems nutty. By the way, if you've never been here before, I went here for the very first time yesterday. You get food as well, so you get a random blighted item from the dispenser at the end of each, like, one run through. So normally on, like, the non-mass worlds, these skeletons kind of attack you. There's only a handful of skeletons and there's way more players, so I guess they just kind of attack somebody every once in a while. But normally on the non-mass worlds, you can still do this. You just get food at the end of a run. So I haven't had any issues other than me dying to other players with 25 HP. Sometimes guys just show up on this course. Look, here's a dude who just showed up here randomly. And all of the PKers, or all of the antis apparently is what they're called, they just show up here to absolutely dumpster him. So if you show up here without the appropriate gear and without, like, being in the voice chat, they will see your name is not in the voice chat and they will just kill you immediately. How much does a pineapple cost in the Netherlands? It's a banana, Brusik. How much can it cost? $10? I don't know how much a pineapple costs. I'm not sure. I'll be honest with you, with grocery shopping, Lauren generally does the grocery shopping. She probably does grocery shopping 99% of the time. We don't call it a pineapple, though. We call it an ananas. Ananas. which, by the way, is what apparently it's called in most countries. So there's like piña, pineapple, and then ananas. Apparently ananas is like the most common spelling globally. I don't know why it's called pineapple in English. It doesn't even look like an apple or a pine. Also, if you donate and you use the word ananas, for some reason, the text-to-speech bots pronounce it as an anus. I don't know why. Dude, I haven't even really thought about this, but obviously this is like possibly, you know, 1 billion GP running around this course right now. It's a lot of money. So if you have an entire guild or an entire clan of PKers organizing, you know, their own little counter, that would be crazy. Now, I don't think this place is multi-combat, so the majority of people could still log out. Like, nobody is gonna just stand around and die. The antis aren't that geared versus a PK gang. Yeah, but like by the time that you see the antis fighting a gang, like it seems, unless they like, you know, what about they do it like the Red Wedding, you know, where they just kind of hang out in the same group chat and then they all leave the group chat at the same time as they reveal themselves. This could be some sort of RuneScape drama in the making. Sounds kind of badass, to be honest. Yeah, like there's a very good chance that the PKers that are hunting people here are in the clan chat as it is. Like, this is the easiest way ever to figure out where people could be coming from. You can switch worlds here on the course. What you end up losing, though, if you log out, is 10 wilderness agility tickets. So you lose 10 agility wilderness tickets right away. Or what do you lose? Laps? You lose something. You don't lose tickets? Oh, okay. You don't lose tickets, but you lose your lap streak. That's it. So currently I've done 30 laps, meaning that actually from this lap onwards, we're gonna get more GP if I'm not mistaken. Ah, you don't lose tickets, but you lose the laps. I see. So you lose a 10-lap streak when you log out or world hop. I've been reading the wiki like a nerd. Imagine reading a Wikipedia article and I still get everything wrong anyways. Yeah, so the main thing is this one right over here. So this is what you're looking at. I'm now at lap 31, so we get 21k per lap. That's really quite good. So if I can do about 60 laps an hour, which seems about right, you can make like 1.2 million, even at this very low level, an hour. Although I can't really alch anything, because I don't have elk. Like high elks, I mean. I don't have any magic, because that would level up my combat. Maybe I should get it, I don't know. But I'm planning on selling my items at the Rogue's Den. Anyway, in theory, it's a good idea. Oh, somebody died. Wait a second. Somebody just randomly died. This was somebody in the clan chat. Somebody just... Okay, I don't really feel super safe, guys. People are just dying, man. What's going on? Like, the guy in front of me just fell. Oh, well. No, my beaver is safe and sound. So here's the current master plan for the account. Save the beaver has been accomplished. Get 43 prayer has also been accomplished. Ardoin Cape has also been accomplished. Main quest right now is to get filthy rich in the wilderness. I don't really know how far I want to take this. But like, at this point, looking at this like thing in the background over here, I'm starting to see dollar signs, man. Is this going on around the clock, by the way? Like, is this thing in the world over here? Like, oh God. I saw some freezing animations, but there's a high level guy that I'm seeing dollar signs in front of my eyes, and that's risky. Yes. This is not going on around the clock, only when there's enough antis to keep runners safe. I see. How frequently is it though? Is this like a daily thing? It seems like this is going on frequently, but maybe I'm wrong. They called you out in the chat again? Oh no. What did they say this time? I don't see my name anywhere. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I think I'll do 40. No, there's a lot of Ironman here. There's a lot of Ironman. It's fine. I think I'll do 40 laps and then we'll try to get out. So this should be lap number 40. And now we need to try and get out of here, which is a bit of a problem. I'll tag the agility dispenser, which gives me 40 tickets. Then I'll redeem my XP, which is a nice little boost. And I think what we do, and I'm gonna do this without showing you guys because I don't want to have anybody any ideas as to where I go. But I think what I do is I world hop, leave the clan chat, and then hop again. And I'll hop to like whatever. And then hopefully nobody's gonna know where I am. Which sounds good to me. Okay. Now we just have to make the run home. I'm in world XXX. Which one is it, chat? I've got a couple of plugins installed that should make this easy. Easier. I have my wilderness alarm back on, so I can hit logout as soon as somebody logs in, or as soon as somebody appears. The only question is, where do we go? Actually, I think we go here, right? How many items are in here? Okay. So I think we drop all of the cakes. We destroy the looting bag. Oh, jeez. Okay. It's kind of sketchy, chat. Doing this on stream feels really bad. Okay, go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Pull the lever. That's it, right? Chat, we are no longer in the wilderness. And I have some stuff. I have things. That's nice. That's nice. We have made it out. All I need to do now is sell my goodies, which I can do over here at the Rogue's Den. Now, I don't know if I can teleport over here. I don't know what the... Rogue's Den? I have no idea what the easiest way of getting there is. I survived. Yes, I did survive. Does anybody know? This is a games room, I think, isn't it? Games room? Yeah, the Bertorp Games Room. Can I fast travel there like that? Oh, I can. Sick. I actually kind of felt a little nervous there, I'm not gonna lie. I really did not want to die on the account again. Okay, so there's a shop over here at the Rogue's Den where you can sell items. Oh wow, these Blighted Super Restores are worth a lot of money. Yeah, not so much for me though. I have absolutely no reason for them. Anyway, you can sell gear over here for the same cost as a High Elk. So this guy, I believe, right? Sorry, mate. Wait, are you kidding me? I'm not level I can't sell items. I can't sell items to Martin because apparently you need to be level 50 to talk to him. Ah, so in theory, this is where we sell our stuff. I guess I have to get level 50 agility, huh? Or what is it? Level 50, come on, man. How in the world do I even level it? I don't know. I need to do a training montage? Right. Okay. Well, at least in theory, this was a great plan. All I need to do now is get this level up. I don't even know what a fast way of leveling this is, to be honest. Yeah, pickpocketing cakes is one way of doing it. I think pickpocketing the fruit is probably better, but the XP rates are still super low. Absolutely memed. I didn't know that there was a level requirement here. Ay, ay, ay. Wait, what about this shop? West Ardoyne General Shop. It's run by Chadwell? Yo. Chadwell? Is that a name you can give a child? I would love to name my child Chadwell.
For times like this, deep breathing is a great way to calm down after so much time waste. Follow along, Loco. Breathe in. Breathe out.
Thank you. No, that was really nice. I don't know if this is the... What about this guy? Oh, the shop buys item at 55% of the item's value initially, unlike 40% of other general stores. It is slightly lower than the Rogue's Den and the Wilderness Bandit camps, which start at 60%. Okay, we might be able to just do that store for the time being. Plus, I kind of like the idea of selling my stuff to a guy called Chadwell. He sounds like he deserves it, you know? He seems cool. Plus, I can actually go over there. I should definitely get level 50, if, like, I want to actually do this for a while, though. Like, if I actually want to run this for a bit, level 50 is kind of a necessity. I don't even know how much I have, though. Because obviously, the value of a lot of these items is calculated based on selling them on the Grand Exchange. But, like, I'm not going to be able to make use of a lot of these very valuable items, like the Blighted Super Restore, which apparently amounts to 92k. That's not where we need to go. We go over here. Because of that quest I did yesterday, I can actually go through the Ardoyne wall over here, which is kind of chill. Too bad he's called Chadwell and not Pacewell. All right, Grim. All right. He's over here somewhere. So I do lose out on a little bit of money. Yo, Chad, where are you? There he is. Damn, Chadwell, looking good. How's the plague been treating you? All right, so I think what we do is we sell like one item of each thing that I have to him, because he gives less money if you sell multiples. And then we hop world. I think that's the best way to do it. So we kind of like just hop world to another one, and we sell one item at a time again. I can probably set this up actually. If I hold down, yeah, I can hold down shift and in RuneLight set it up to like sell one. If we want to do this for a little while, this would actually save me a little bit of time. So now when I hope world, I think I can just click each of the items in my inventory and it will just sell one at a time. There we go. Yo, we rich! 250 million gold, just like that. So what do you do with items that you can't use on an ultimate Ironman? Like, I guess I sell one of these as well, but... What do I do with, like, blighted mana rays or blighted super restores? I guess you drop those over to a main account? I'm guessing that's the idea? How much do they sell for? They still sell for a little bit. I think I'll just sell... Dude, this feels really bad to be selling... For example, 10 blighted super restores for how much? 14 coins! Oh, okay, well anyways. You sell them to different universe Chadwells? Yeah, there's a Chadwell in every world. We're in the Matrix, bro. They sell for about 10k on the auction house. Oh, you can tip these to the entice? So wait, how do I do that? Do I just drop it in front of them? That would be better. I like the idea of that. If I could use them as a... How much are these selling for? It's not a whole lot. Okay, yeah, I can drop those to the guys that are doing the protection. That's actually a great idea. I like that a lot. So next time I get over there, which will be in a moment, I would just go ahead and drop these items. But now we have a little bit of money though. Like now we have 369k or so. Like I may end up with like... I'll sell this one here as well. Yeah, there we go. So I'll go to Clan Wars. Oh. I need to wait another 11 minutes. Haha. I guess I can go to the Ferox Enclave and do the same thing. I also drop my gear. Yeah, so I'll bring some stuff for them. I do need a little bit of food. There we go. But now I have 390k, meaning that I can afford 2 trips through the thing. Yeah. So if I were to die once now, I can actually make it out again, which is kind of nice. I'll hope worlds again, just so I can't get sniped on my way there. Maybe I shouldn't show you, though, what world I'm hopping to in the bottom left. Hold up, chat. One day I'll be a smart boy. Today is not that day. There we go. We can go ahead and use the supply chest. No, not the supply chest, the coffer right over here, where I currently have my grand total of 6,000 GP stored. I can go ahead and deposit 240k, which will now be my little bit of, and this is my play money. Yo, we're bankrolling so hard right now. Incredible. I will go to the Kendarin Monastery. I am rich, dude. Yeah, I'm bringing another 150k. And I can actually unnote some items, right? I've not really done that before, but I want to unnote maybe the Karam ones. Just so I don't have to go and you know, steal from the cake stall again. And I'll go ahead and get 50 thieving, I guess, off stream. Seems kind of nice. Where even is the bank? Is it over here? Ah, yeah. That's where a poll booth is. So I think I go right over here. Unnote the things. There we go. Sick. So these I can use for food as well, so I don't actually have to, like, spend time going across. Okay, we pull the lever. And we make our way again to the agility arena. And this time around, I'm gonna stay until I have to log off, which is going to be like an hour and 15 or so. Don't kill me, please. Hold up. That guy can actually attack me and he had a weapon. I think he's probably just doing some sort of quest or clue or whatever, but... Okay, so we join... How do we do this again? We join the Agility FC. There we go. And then we hop down to their world. Yep, switch world. I'm undercover now. Oh, well, there's a bunch of people fighting over here. Can we not, please? Are you guys chill? No, that guy's not chill. All right, let me turn off my wilderness player alarm. Oh, no, Loco, dang it. Loco, you're supposed to make it to the agility course, not die outside of it, you idiot. Okay, as long as they have names above their heads, though, they're part of the same clan chat or group chat or whatever. I should always get inside first, because there's Debo south most of the time. Debo, D's not? No, sorry, that's not what you meant. Dropped some goodies here. Yeah, put them down. All right, pay the agility dispenser. Thank you, Mr. UIM. Chad, I'm so friendly. Oh, you already looted it. Dang. I didn't think it was going to be available that quick. I'm actually tipping, dude. I am part of tipping culture now. Look at me. Did you see me do that, fellow Europeans? I was going to sell them to a shop, but then I realized that is a real prick move when they're absolutely worthless to the shop, but actually worthwhile to the other players. There's a bunch of items that are worth good money on the Grand Exchange. Like blighted restore potions or super restore potions, but I have no reason to keep those on the account at this point in time. Like maybe at some point it'll be nice, but the odds of me like keeping those in my inventory right now basically just means that I'm gonna have them in my inventory forever. And I'm not planning on using that for a long time. Now, it could actually be kind of nice for, like, is there somebody fighting stuff over here? What's happening? Okay. It could be kind of nice if I remember this, at least for when I want to do, say, maybe, like, a fire cape. I don't even know what Blighted Super Restores really do. But, I mean, as an alternative to... Hey, there's somebody called Lagging Loki. That's dangerously close to my username. Anyway, if I want to do, like, a fire cape, I could get some Blighted Super Restores over here. Oh, I need to open my looting bag. Dang, I'm dumb. Oh, you can only use blighted stuff in the wildy? Oh, okay, never mind. There were Dutch people chatting in the group chat, guys. Incredibly cringe. Did I already do this one? I don't remember. I'm yapping. You gotta do the full course in order, like the full lap in order. Okay. That is exactly what this is like. Yes, we behave like animals right now. There's a lot of animals that only exist because of safety in numbers. They know that some of their fellow animals will die, but that's their entire way to reproduce. Like, that's their entire life cycle. There's schools of fish, there's wildebeests, there's loads of animals out there that know not everybody's gonna make it to maturity. And that's basically what we're doing over here, okay? There's safety in numbers. Sure, the PKers might get some of them, but maybe it won't be me. I could be a Komodo dragon and self-reproduce. I will consider that next time. I would like to be a platypus, dude. You get to be a mammal that lays eggs, and is still venomous as well. It's insane. I feel like platypus is kind of an S tier build, at least for uniqueness. So if there isn't a constant dork train, how do you do this? So that's what I tried doing off stream yesterday and this morning. And I died twice and lost all my money. Safety in number seems to be the better way to do it. Although if you can play it like off hours, so like when least players are online, that might also be a good way to do it. You know, like when there's just very few players online, maybe use that. I think doing this until level 70 is the absolute minimum. Because it's just too useful. Does anybody know roughly what the agility breakpoints are? I don't know if I can find this, but I know they recently like overhauled. I don't know if there is such a thing as a breakpoint, but I know they recently overhauled the amount of run energy that you have. I wonder if there's like a breakpoint where at some moment like you will regen significantly quicker. Like say like 74 or whatever could be significantly better than 73. I don't know. Yeah. The main issue here is that your ego depends on square numbers. So you're saying I need to go straight to 81, huh? 64 is not high enough. All the intervals of 10? Okay, so there is a breakpoint. Every interval of 10, you get more regen? I see. That's actually big knowledge. So I just got level 60. That's already significantly better than. I think on like my highest account that I have, I'm like level 73 or so. And I feel like I can run way longer on that account than I can on this one. Okay. What about 99? Do you get anything more if you go from 90 to 99? $60 is over halfway? Yep, 60 is halfway to 120. That's how math works. No one has reminded me, by the way, today in the chat that 92 is half of 99. Dude, I was actually watching a couple of Soda Poppin streams. Like, I was watching some of the VODs of him playing this game. And Soda Poppin has never played RuneScape before. So he's been playing it some over the last couple weeks. And he's genuinely trying to have fun. But I swear to God, his chat just makes the game so bad. Like, this game is really fun when you're just, like, reading quests and you're just kind of, like, exploring and trying to figure things out. But his chat is trying for him to, like, min-max things that he's never experienced before. And it just kind of defeats the whole purpose of the game, man. It's so weird to, like, try to shove min-maxing down somebody's throat, even if it's meant in a nice way. Backseat Gaming. Like, I got frustrated reading the Backseat Gaming in somebody else's stream. Maybe I'm just extra sensitive to it or whatever, but I've never been a big fan of Backseat Gaming. It's just insanely frustrating. But, like me playing Warcraft 3? Yeah, Warcraft 3 also kind of, I got bothered by that too, man. Like, a lot of the backseat gaming is, like, the thing about backseat gaming is that it's usually meant as a nice thing. to like help a streamer, you know, not waste as much time or whatever, right? And that type of backseat gaming is not too bad when it's like specifically asked for. But Soda, for example, literally had a message on his screen that said something like, no help unless asked. Like literally the top of the screen. It's like, no help unless asked. And people are still just trying to min-max every step of the way. It's like, ah. The frustration I had streaming Warcraft 3 though, is that a lot of the backseat gaming advice I got from people, even though it was meant well, was a meta from 20 years ago. And that's like, you know, it's nice to like remember the game as it was back when you played it maybe a little bit. But I've played a lot of RTS games before, man. Like I'm not really an RTS noob, right? And it gets a little pretty recent. But it's also really difficult always as a streamer to like know what information is real and what information isn't. Yeah. Like as a streamer, if you don't know, it's hard, it's impossible to like figure it out. Unless you see the person in game or whatever, or you know they're a higher ranking player. But I don't know. I'm glad we don't really have that sort of stream culture over here though. This place is lovely. I always look forward to streaming. Like genuinely, there's a lot of streamers out there that just don't enjoy streaming much. But I still look forward to it pretty much every day, man. It's good times. There's 714,000 GP worth in my looting bag right now. I'm gonna keep going, but it's honestly getting a bit greedy. Although, to be fair, I feel like safety in numbers is real. And I may just, and I think this is probably the best thing to do, even though it's a little lame, I think it's probably best if I don't run back on stream. Because the most dangerous thing that can happen here is basically me getting killed on the way back to the bank. But if I'm streaming it, obviously it becomes pretty, you know, it becomes doable at least for you to see where I'm located. So I think what I'll do is I'll just run circles and I'll run it safety. I'll run it safely rather, off stream. Probably the best thing. How do they know what world you're in? I mean, you can hop really quickly, man. If you get a bunch of people to hop, there's a very good chance you just accidentally stumble upon me. That way you guys will miss the giant inevitable. Anything for the content, is that what you're saying? I mean, I could still die over here, man. There's people fighting right over here right now. What the hell is going on here? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, don't fall down the log balance. There's fighting happening down below. People can add the names of the people in the clan chat and then find the world. So what I need to do as well is put up my private chat to none, right? So nobody can see I'm online. Dude, that is a very real vulnerability that I did not even consider. I already had it set to friends though. Yeah, that's true, actually. I don't think, you know, I have no friends. Oh. Well. No surprise there, I guess. Ooh, here's somebody showing up that's not in the clan chat. What's going on? He was just praying magic? Okay. Well, I want to get out of here, dude. I don't trust this. He's right on top of me. No! Leave me alone. Are we safe? Again, dude, we're like the school of fish. You've seen those videos of like sharks or whatever. Maybe whales feeding. And they basically just gulp down half of a school of fish. We just try to be in the safe part of the fish. All we need is a little bit of luck. Okay. This is lap 61, which is apparently when the amount of loot that I get increases significantly per lap. So that's apparently the cutoff point. I really don't want to be too greedy, guys. I feel like this is already super greedy. I am kind of a coward. That's what I'm learning here. Yeah. You just invested all your money to do this exact same thing that I'm doing right now, Mike? Oof. Well, that's what I did earlier, and I feel like I'm pushing it a little too close now. So there is no cap, no. Your XP, so I'm now getting the absolute most that you can get from this course per lap. So starting at 60, you get more loot per lap that you do. And the reason you don't see the loot is because it's in the looting bag. So the looting bag is basically like a second inventory here. So look, there's currently 886,000 worth apparently in the looting bag. And it goes up by about 27k, supposedly, on average for each lap that you do. There is still one XP boost bonus at 101 laps. So at 101 laps, that's apparently when you get the maximum amount of XP. So you do this for two things. For every lap, you get base XP, which is just flat for like all the obstacles that you do, and then you get a little boost as well at the very end. And you get one of these little wilderness agility tickets that you can turn in for extra XP again too. And that one apparently caps out at 101 plus. Or I think it's 100 plus. No, actually it's 101 plus. All right, anyways. And then you also get extra loot starting at 30 and then more again at 60, if I understand correctly. I'm not gonna stay for all the way though. I'm gonna be live. I'm gonna be doing this for maybe another 10 minutes or so. And then we'll try to run it to safety maybe, I don't know. I'm a little nervous for it, but... Loco, it doesn't matter if you do 50 or 500, you're gonna die anyways. Yo, what? Here's somebody that is not in the clan chat, or in the group chat, joining in. Why is she's a little blue. I don't know what's going on there, I don't quite understand. Okay, I think it's about time we get out. They're talking about a clan of PvPers that are supposedly coming this way. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there, but I have a little too much loot for my liking. Yeah, things are heating up a little bit. I don't know what's going on. Like, this is prime game time. This is when the majority of people will be logging on. And likewise, also, obviously, clans that do a lot of PKing. So this is more than 1 million right now. I'm gonna go ahead and redeem over here. And then we, I'll have to try and make my way out. 69 tickets. 69 tickets have been redeemed. All I need to do is make my way to the bank. So... gotta be a little bit careful. Sorry, I'm just hopping off stream so you guys can't see. So I think the way to hop is by... It's a little sketchy. I think the way to hop is by leaving the clan chat in one world. So you hop first, then you leave the clan chat in another world. And then you hop again. So that way, even if you were in a different clan chat, they can't like track where you went. Okay. I have to do this because I'm an ultimate Ironman. I have my wilderness alarm on. The music is very fitting, yeah. I'll make my logout button slightly larger. How about that? So I took a bit of a strange route going back here, which probably means I have less people that could be joining me at this point in the game. And we are! Oh, we're safe! Let's go. Actually made over 1 million today. Honestly, not bad. Like, making 1 million is really quite quick like this. Plus, I got 126,000 agility XP. That's not bad. This is how you feel when you make it to the bank before 4 p.m. on a Friday, right? Oh, big. So wait, are these things not edible outside of the wilderness? Oh, they are. I don't really understand how they work. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and head on over to the monastery again, just so I can feel very safe. Look at that, we're back in the regular world. Now, all I need to do is get level 50 thieving, though, because otherwise I'm losing a little bit of money. But this was insanely good. Shout out to the guys in the Agility FC chat. That is honestly very, very cool. Yeah, it's really neat that this is even a thing in the first place. So now I could either go ahead and alch these, or I can sell them to a shop. And I think the easiest way to do it is alching them, but I don't have the magic level. And if I get the magic level, I'm gonna be too high of a combat to be as safe over there as I am right now. But yeah, with that agility, you can now do pyramid runs. I could definitely do pyramid runs, but this is way more GP per hour. I think this is like 1,000,000 GP an hour, assuming you don't die. It's a bit of an if, which probably caps at quite a bit more than 1,000,000 if you are willing to risk it further. And then the agility pyramid is maybe like 150k an hour at most. Yeah, agility pyramid is better for your heart. That is very true. But other than that, this is definitely a little better for XP as well. Like, I don't know what the XP at the pyramid is at, but it's not that high. And I kind of like this too, because after we get too far on a UIM, basically we can't risk it anymore. At this point, if I die on the UIM, I only lose what I have brought, which is 150k plus whatever loot I have. But if I get up to like a better level, I will basically just lose everything. If I get a bunch of fancy items, I will just lose everything. So it's kind of pointless. But this is sick. Highly recommend this. This is really fun. I'm gonna do this at least until level 70, I think.